Welcome back to Emblem Hunter. We will be doing some certifications and exploring the monastery today. Let's get him into a thief.
Easy.
We go into thief for more speed. We will go with Brigand Ash to get Death Blow faster, as I want to get Death Blow before I hit plus 20.
What a
Yes,
relief.
that plus 2 luck will definitely help. And we will make Annette a mage. And she
It's all
passed.
thanks to her.
And let's get to the exploration of today.
A stone? A stone. I do not understand.
Yes, a stone.
Yet, as I think of it, the pounding in my chest grows faster still. Is that me? Or is it you?
It's probably just you. My heart doesn't beat at all. Some ginger tea. There's a quest up here for the sauna.
Hey. Hey, I could use a hand.
He basically wants you to just use the sauna as a quest. I'll pick up that makeup brush for one of the Ashen Wolves. I honestly have no idea if it's how you can get that perfect sauna rating here. But let's see, who do I want to go into the sauna with? How about go with Sylvain? Going to stay longer. Stay longer. Increase steam. Increase steam. Increase steam. Well, I guess I found a unit that can do perfect. That's very good.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you. That's so. Yeah.
I'm not Secretly eating cake?
Are you sure about that? I can sense it. I'll take your word for it.
You're getting pretty good at talking through the door, Professor.
Yeah.
My mistake. Oh.
Herb seed, talk with you. Harvest. Plant. Let's go with white, and purple flower. Cultivate.
It's awful. Just awful what happened with the rite of rebirth. The infirmary. Well, it was a mess. Things are finally calm again.
Pretty sure it's usually a mess.
Come here to unwind. Let me tell you, I put all of my knowledge to use keeping those kids alive. Still, the truth of it is that when someone faces death for the first time, well, they figure out who they are. They learn if they can do it again. We can't lose them, Professor. Not to battle or to cowardice. If you can keep them going, then I will too.
I'll protect them.
The next mission is to rout bandits in the kingdom, is it not? I find the idea unsettling. Though the bandits have captured a large prize, they are insignificant in and of themselves. The matter would be more appropriately dealt with by Margrave Gautier or the Fargus royal family. I grant that I am most likely jumping at shadows, but I fear that if Fargus is weakened, the tipped scales will lead to widespread unrest.
I have a feeling that you don't realize I run the Blue Lion House and this is my mission. Let's see, are you the one who wants this? No. Oh, I have a lost item for Bernadetta. Let's give that to her right now.
I've been looking for this. Hi. Hi there.
Yay! Now we can forge that Levin sword once it gets here and just have instant 1 free-range sword.
Why is that fish so still? Wait, is it swimming sideways?
Which fish?
Perhaps it is resigned to its woeful fate of being plucked from the water and eaten. Ah, Professor, you are so outgoing with all of the students. I would like to have more opportunities to connect with you, though I am certain my brother would disapprove.
What
Might you help me
fish?
with a favor?
The saint statues. We'll be going over those after we get the forge.
Professor!
We gotta talk to this blacksmith, who is the fighter class, as it seems.
Hello.
That's a mercenary. Your classic commoner. And your Myrmidon. And we need to get this
I
quest.
could use your help.
One of the most important quests in the game, because this will allow me to purchase gifts and just spam them on students.
Knew I could count on you. Hey there.
Now, let's go over forging with Ingrid as the example. The training axe. When you forge it, it replenishes all its uses, gives you extra uses, and will have some added effect. In this case, it gives me it's -2 weight.
There you go.
And will become a training axe plus. You can forge weapons upwards, depending on when you get that professor rank up. This would be a Venom Lance. This would be, I believe, a Killer Lance. And let's forge. There's only one effective weapon that gains more might when forged. Every other one would get like crit and hit. In this case, it's hit plus 20 and crit plus 5. We'll forge this mace. It's gonna come in handy in this upcoming chapter. Steel Lance. We can forge this hand axe. It would give it 1 more damage and 10 more uses. Or what else is there? Probably forge this steel bow, if anything.
There you go.
Because that is just way too beneficial to have.
Come back anytime.
You can also repair weapons, a feature that hasn't been in this game series since Genealogy of the Holy War.
Oh no.
As
Maybe.
Wow.
you can still use broken weapons.
What is Felix doing? This is such a rare opportunity for him to see his family.
Felix doesn't like his dad. This is
Hey,
Gilbert.
Professor. If I may introduce myself, I am Gilbert. My life has been spent as a dedicated knight. I am to accompany you on your assignment.
Sure
I may
thing,
have started
Gustav.
in recent years, but I pledge to you the full extent of my abilities.
It's a pleasure to meet you too.
No, Professor. The pleasure is all mine, I assure you.
This is also a Blue Lions exclusive unit. You will only obtain him in the war phase if you are doing a Blue Lions run. Lawrence.
I have heard that someone from House Gautier, one of the Kingdom of Fargus's noble families, is causing some sort of commotion. What a complete disgrace to the nobility.
Lawrence is a bad mage.
Hey there, Professor. I've been hearing about you a lot lately. Word on the street is you wield some amazing sword. If you ever want to sell it to me, I pay top G. Just kidding. Sorta. It's, not for sale, is it?
I don't know, Sword of the Creator. If I sell it, it should be worth like all the gold in Anna's coffers. Also, we're gonna talk about this pretty quick. The reason why she has these bonuses, this one is because of Awakening, where she was a trickster and could use swords. This one was because Heroes, where Anna showed up with an axe. This is because Fates, where she showed up as an outlaw. And this one is because as she has healing magic when promoted to an adventurer in Fates, and as a trickster in Awakening. And she has that hidden talent in writing because you can also split promote her into a bow knight in Fates.
You there?
Nice. Cool. Forging materials. That can relate to more cool stuff. Ooh, another arcane crystal. If I get enough, maybe I'll make one of the other things. There is no magic lance unless you are playing
The head of the Western Church holds the title of
Crimson Flower Route.
It's not as distinguished as an archbishop, such as Lady Rhea, but it still comes with a fair amount of authority. If someone in that position plotted an assassination, I cannot help but think it must have been instigated by some outside force.
Yes,
There are
your
members in the
outside
Eastern
force.
Church as well, but to speak frankly, they do not have much impact. They are under the influence of both the Archbishop and the Leicester Alliance, so their ability to voice grievances is quite limited.
Basically. Here's Marianne.
Some people are unhappy because they don't have the crest they want. And some are unhappy because they have a crest they never asked for.
That's just her. Here's Ferdinand von Iron.
Ceros in the Holy Mausoleum should have held her remains. Instead, they say it held the sword of the Creator. What could it mean?
It means she is not in her coffin, and we gotta go put her back in there.
For a hero's relic to be stolen, it's unheard of.
And just last month, the sword of the Creator was almost stolen too.
Also quite unheard of. What impudence.
Yes.
We'll come back to Petra. I want this. That is for Sylvain. And I want to grab this, which is for, what's-her-face,
Really?
Petra. Gotta quickly take care of the quest up here.
Right.
Ah, Rhea. Catherine. Ferdinand.
You guys have it bad in your own way. But believe me when I say, we've got it bad too. With all that happened last month, a great many knights were dispatched to the Western Church. And now we must set out for the Eastern Church, located in the far east of the Leicester Alliance. If I must die in Alliance territory, I wish it wasn't in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. I'd much rather go on a sightseeing trip to Deirdre. Oh, you don't know? Deirdre is House Regan's domain. It's called the Aquatic Capital.
Yes, the Aquatic Capital. That's just because it's by the beach. An art book. That is for Ignatz. One. Boop. Boop.
You have helped me so much.
Renown from the saint statues. Basically,
Need something?
see, doing this and maxing out these statues will give you, make it easier to train weapon rank, easier to train class experience, give you more experience overall with a maximum of 15%, and raise your stat caps by 5. Let's see, I want to raise this one.
This one?
Oh, so that's the hero with a
You're all
bow.
set. This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one?
I want to raise this one.
You're all this one? You're all this one? You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one?
This one.
You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one?
Man, you can really tell this statue looks like a familiar green-haired character.
This one? You're all set.
And we'll do this and then go off of there.
You're all this one? You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one?
Now class mastery will happen faster. You could also get more divine pulses, which is still a limited resource. It just gets expanded by doing them. Now let's see, probably want to raise up this one.
This one?
To get
this one?
the extra authority
This one?
he ranks.
You're all set.
And this one for the extra reason rank.
You're all set. This one? You're all this one? You're all set.
And this one for the extra faith
You're all set.
stuff.
This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set.
And we'll come back to these statues once we have more renowned. But that it will definitely be beneficial to use those
The whole plan
statues.
to attack the monastery was some plot devised by the Western Church? That means they used Lenato.
Yeah.
What right do they have to drag a good man like him into their schemes?
They
It's going
don't.
to be a big investigation.
But they're
Into the
dragged
Western
in.
Church soon.
They were
I
dragged
wish I
into
could
someone
be a part
else's
of it.
schemes as
I
well.
want to hear for myself why Lenato had to die.
Guys, he was a messenger. Mercedes!
Professor, you looked like a natural wielding the sword of the Creator. It's strange though, isn't it? The last owner of the sword was Nemesis, but I thought he didn't have any descendants.
He doesn't. Or maybe he does, depending on that Costas theory.
Okay. I've had a chance to spar with Gilbert of the Knights of Steros before. I couldn't get a single strike in. If that man is accompanying you on your assignment, you can rest assured that no harm will come to you.
How were you unable to hit a armor knight?
But no, Oh, it must be my imagination.
The guy literally has like
Right.
2 AS when you get him.
Hey, you.
Let's go up to the upper level of the monastery. Guys, there's a couple quests to accept up here.
Professor. Gerald was looking for you. It seems he has gone off somewhere. If he is not in his room, then surely someone has seen him. Ask him. I have something to ask of you.
This quest.
I have something to ask
and this quest.
I am trusting you. You must be rather bewildered by the power that was hidden within. However,
No, not really.
I believe in you. I have no doubt that you will use that power justly. You will most certainly fulfill the grand destiny that the goddess has seen fit to grant you. May I ask a
Herbal remedies.
May I ask a favor of you?
Let's have some tea with Rhea.
I'm pleased to have been invited. I am grateful. Yes. I see.
Nice.
Yes.
Up.
Yes. I see.
And a word of advice.
How quickly this delightful time has passed. However, we must return to our work. I appreciate your effort.
And now you can ask Rhea for tea anytime.
You must be, however, you will most... Oh,
Here we go. You want to get a support with Rhea because it leads to a paralogue in the war phase if you get a support.
This is the first time.
This is the only support chain we'll be watching.
There is no need to be nervous. Please, come closer. When you speak with me here in this room, you are not speaking with the Archbishop, but with Rhea. It's just me.
I'm still nervous.
What a sweet child you are. My apologies. I should not be treating you like a child. As Gerald's kin, somehow you don't seem at all a stranger to me. Speaking of Gerald, may I ask if he ever spoke of me to you?
He said you were incredible.
Is that so? Unfortunately, I am unable to believe that such words fell from Gerald's lips. I want you to know that you are free to speak candidly. There is no need to spare me from the truth, however harsh it may be. Since you are here, shall I tell you about the Gerald that I knew? By the look of it, you haven't heard much about his time at the monastery, have you? When I first met Gerald, he was quite young. Why, he could not even grow a full beard at that point.
Yeah?
On one
Baby Gerald.
The band of mercenaries he belonged to fought alongside the Knights of Seiros. I was traveling with the Knights at the time, and Gerald jumped in front of an attack meant for me. He was gravely wounded, on the verge of death. I tended to his wounds in a desperate attempt to save his life. Thankfully, my efforts were not in vain. Gerald managed to escape a seemingly certain death.
My guess is that was the guy that jumped in front of Saros in the opening credits.
Well, it is not a story I have often repeated. Even at the monastery, there are not many who know that. I tell you this because, to me, you are the child of the one who saved my life all those years ago. And also,
Nah, more than that. Yes?
Never mind. It is nothing. I simply wanted to say that I trust you. By coming to visit with me today, you have... Well, suffice it to say that my day is brighter than it otherwise would have been. I thank you for that.
I will only be watching Rhea supports only because they are important to obtain, and will make it easier if I choose the right answers to get supports sooner. Leone.
Oh, Professor, are you looking for Captain Gerald? I just saw him in the Knight Hall a little while ago. He was talking with a female knight, but I didn't get a good look at who she was.
Oh my.
The crest of flames? Could it really? Yes, the actual crest of flames! Ha ha ha! No?
He's about as giddy as a schoolgirl.
Compose myself. I must remain objective in my research. Objective, professional. The scandal with the Western Church troubles me. We cannot afford to let ourselves be swept along, and yet...
Yeah, you can't do anything else with that, unfortunately. Wow. Totally a lack of cleanliness.
Don't you think
Ignatz.
Professor Hanneman's been acting a bit strange?
No!
Maybe he's made some kind of big discovery.
Yes! This?
Oh, that's mine. Thank you so much. I've been looking everywhere.
If I remember right, you like ancient coins.
Thank you so much, Professor.
Maybe the assassination attempt on Lady Rhea, the theft of a hero's relic. I am up to my ears in foul news of recent.
Yes.
Speaking of, there's a terrifying rumor swirling around Garreg Mach these days. Apparently, a spirit of death wielding a huge scythe has been kidnapping young maidens. Will the madness never end?
Wow, it's a good thing you aren't on that guy's list. Let's go over here. Let's talk with this lad here.
Have you seen a man who looks like me? He's middle-aged and relatively tall.
I don't think Rodrigue looks like you.
If you get the chance, tell him I've gone out, okay?
Alright. Let's have a conversation with a boy. Cyril!
Heard about the things you did. I'm so glad Lady Rhea is safe. I figure you're a great person after all, Professor.
I can recruit him now, but I'm not going to right now.
Hey, Teach, I hear you were able to use the Sword of the Creator. That means... What does that mean?
It means I can use the Sword of the Creator, that's all.
The King of Liberation?
No. I need to give Ash.
So the whole plan. That means that what right to I wish I could. I want to hear from.
I need to give Ash these drugs.
Oh.
And I need to go here.
You and your class were at that fight in the Holy Mausoleum, right? I sincerely hope the holy artifacts are unscathed. I admit I wish I could have been there to see it all, even if it does make me queasy. But I was there too early. I'd gone first thing in the morning. At noon, one of the monks chased me out, saying I'd been there too long. Who were they to decide when I'd been somewhere too long?
Well, they are the owners of the building. Let's give you your pillow.
Thank you.
Well, talk to
Hey,
Annette.
Professor, did you happen to see that man I was looking for earlier? I just spotted him by the dining hall, but then he ran away.
I might have seen him.
You saw him by the entrance to the monastery? Thank you, Professor. Father, I found you at last.
Well, slow down. I gotta give you stuff.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate your effort.
Take this. That goes to Lysithia.
Aristocrats are fools, allowing their lives to be dictated by their crests.
Well, basically.
Though, I suppose I am much the same in that regard. Hey! That's mine! Thank you for finding it!
You're welcome.
What did...
We'll do this.
I thought school life would be peaceful and quiet, with a sprinkle of drama to keep things interesting. But since you arrived, it's been one thing after another. Is that just a coincidence, I wonder?
It is.
Oh, I was just kidding. Anyway, as I said before, I do like having a little drama in my life.
Okay. You're a mission assistant, though. Gain those support points with you.
That reminds me, the Leicester Alliance is governed through roundtable conferences between the 5 most prominent allied dukes, the 5 Great Lords. First and foremost,
I don't know. I don't think we have that many great lords.
Joining him are the heads of House Goneril, House Gloucester, and House Ordelia. Lastly, there is the newest addition, Margrave Edmund. These 5 each have voting power in the conferences. Before House Edmund, it was House Daphne that was counted amongst the 5. However, it is said that the head of that family relinquished their vote to House Edmund, which had only recently risen to significance.
Yeah, that tends to be the case. Let's talk to Raph.
Hey, Professor. Don't you think everyone's making too big a fuss over these crests, or heroes relics, or whatever they're called? How important can that stuff really be?
I'm not sure.
Honestly, I don't even care that I don't have a crest. I'll take muscles over crests any day. Heck, I'll take muscles over a hot meal. Actually...
We're gonna go to the dining hall and see if we can't feed anyone. The fish festival. Let's feed Petra and Leone?
I would be like that.
And Lysithia and Lorenz.
Eating delicious.
I did not expect.
To here, the training hall.
I know Lord Rodrigue. He paid repeated visits to His Highness after the previous king was killed.
And? What's this? That's Felix's. I'll save that for when I come back.
Say, I hear that a knight of Seros named Gilbert will be joining us for our mission this moon. He is skilled, which is surely a boon for us. Still, that was not very thoughtful of Lady Rhea.
Do you know him? Do you have history with him?
No, it's nothing. In any case, you should at least introduce yourself to him before we depart. House Gautier is Sylvain's home. It would be nice of you to check on him as well.
Yeah, we'll get to him. Let's go. You gotta do this lance tournament and give me all this money and those seals.
Is that all?
Bernadetta! Why she thought she could win a tournament is beyond me.
Over already.
Lorenz. Makes more sense to see him in this tournament.
You never had a chance.
Leone! Practicing to be Blade Breaker Part 2.
Who's next?
And Ferdinand von Eyre. Let's restore our HP to max. No, it's nothing. He's just the noblest of nobles and all that. Who has a support? I think it's going to be... Should be Lysithia, I think, yeah. We'll pop that support.
Her face looks familiar.
Yeah, it's nothing, just your sister, that's all. Now, to the Knight's Hall.
Oh, that man I walked past earlier. That wasn't Lord Rodrigue, was it? House Fraldarius is a powerful noble.
No, looks like it from here.
Lord Rodrigue, its current leader, is a magnificent warrior.
He's known as the Shield of Fargus. A dozen or so years ago, during the Northern
A shield.
Campaign, he performed splendidly as the king's right hand. Come to think of it, wasn't there someone from House Fraldarius amongst this year's students?
Yes. He really is bad at his job if he can't remember all these things. Let's talk to Sylvain.
I'm so sorry my older brother is causing you all this hassle, Professor. Don't misunderstand. I always thought he was a piece of garbage. But I never thought he'd steal the relic. I can't wait to see his face when he realizes I'm in the group that was sent to take him down.
Yeah. We'll make sure to give him a fight.
Oh, Gerald? He said something about visiting a grave. There's a graveyard attached to the monastery, so you'll probably find him there. I can't remember where the graveyard is, but I bet Sedith knows.
Professor, have you seen my son perchance? I have need of him.
He went out.
Is that so? That is too bad. I must ask him not to distract you, Professor, nor His Highness from the matter at hand.
That should have given me support points with Felix. Following through with what he said.
Right.
Let's go talk with Gerald.
Hey, I wanted to ask you to join me, but I couldn't find you. So, here I am. I was thinking we should visit your mother. She's resting beneath this humble grave.
Why is her grave here?
Oh, of course you would ask that. I wouldn't know where to begin. I suppose I haven't talked much about her. She was gentle and smart. Oh, so smart. A wonderful cook. Always kind to everyone. And she loved flowers. Whenever I brought her back an unusual flower, her face would light up. I cherish those memories. I can't count how many times she made me happy just by smiling. And she smiled the most when she was pregnant with you. She died right after you were born. She wasn't able to spend much time with you. But she loved you with all her heart. That's the truest thing I know. Never forget it. This ring is the only keepsake I have of her.
Really?
In time, it will be yours. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
Alright.
Well done. You have my thanks.
That's by this last name, Eisner. About she was about 30-ish, or no, 20-ish years old. And now that that quest is done, some of those dialogue boxes are just reset. We'll talk with Caspar.
Keep training until I can. No.
We'll give Petra her item.
I've never, Professor. You cannot. I had luck.
We'll have a quick convo with Catherine.
Oh.
You acquitted yourself honorably last month. To think they'd go into the Holy Mausoleum and assault the Goddess Tower. I cannot imagine the Western Church was acting on its own. Someone must have been helping them. As for the masked knight who escaped, his days are numbered. I hope we find him soon, so I can kill him myself.
Too bad you're not gonna be in the party until maybe the war phase. And that's a big maybe. And let's talk with Dorothea.
You have a crest too, eh, Professor? Does that mean you're descended from nobility? You've certainly got the look for it.
I sure do wish there were more nobles like you, Professor. A teacher, a mercenary, and so very mysterious. How could a girl ever get enough?
I
I do find...
Huh. She must have not liked me talking with, what's her name?
Huh?
Oh. That must go to... What's her name?
What the?
I must be vexed that the bandits have the matter that I feel. Yes, that does.
We'll wait till next month for our recruitment spree. Because I believe that's when paralogs start showing up. Or it's the month after that.
Huh?
To the abyss! We'll go right into the pit. And burn.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. Actually, if I recall correctly, which is my job and passion, there were reportable happenings up top as well. That's why I'm still stuck with Mr. Backup. I'm still here by request of Lord Sedith. You can never be too vigilant. Truth be told, I'm used to the guy by now. Not Yuri, though. He shoots him a pointed glare every time he walks by. How Yuri is that?
Very.
Elfric used to use his position in the church to look out for Abyss. He basically set this whole place up for us. Then some scandal or other forced him out. Gotta wonder what got the church so riled up.
No, maybe the fact that he found my dead mom and did stuff. Dancers. Dancers run this bar. Can't get a good meal unless you can dance like the wind.
Nice sword, Chatterbox. I like how it lights up. That's a neat trick. But now that you have it, the church is going to want to use your power for their own ends. Are you going to let that happen? Good. Glad to hear it. You gotta think for yourself. You're too good to become one of their stooges.
Yeah, basically. Rusted lance, iron bow. Talk with that rogue right there.
The best fighter in Abyss? Balthus, probably. Yuri's definitely the most cunning. Constance is the strongest with magic. The most dangerous of them all, though? Happy. You've heard the rumors, haven't you?
Yeah, those rumors are about her being able to summon monsters from the side, but since that's not a gameplay mechanic, it's more a personal skill, it's not all that
tough gig.
interesting.
Back when I was first enrolled here, we rarely traveled. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion was about it. This really stirs up the old memories. When I took part, my house lost. May have been my fault. It's hard to believe, but I was pretty rash back then.
Okay. And let's talk with you.
I know that guy. In Northern Fargus, he's pretty well known. And not in a good way. The guy does what he pleases. Attacking towns in Margrave Gautier's territory relentlessly. Stealing food and even abducting women. I may be the leader of a bunch of thugs, too. But I'm nothing like that slime bag. A bit. I've got folks who follow my lead, but the similarities end there. A hero's relic can turn a slimeback like Miklon into a knight. I know you've got one of those shinies yourself, but don't go doing anything reckless.
Gotcha.
What do you know?
I need to do this month's fishing, if I have any bait. That, and we also gotta talk with Gatekeeper, the best character. He guards the gate. I have no bait. We'll talk to the Gatekeeper instead.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, come to think of it, last month there was something to report, wasn't there? Thanks to you, I hear that everything was resolved. I never realized that bandits had entered. I'm not a great guard after all, am I? I hope you will forgive me one day.
Yeah, you're forgiven. Let's go! End the free time and do that. Let's see, who do I want to instruct today? I shall instruct Sylvain.
Hey, that was useful. Got it. Good. Hey, that was useful. What? What?
Yay, physics!
It's all becoming
This is
clear.
why you make Mage Sylvain! And let's see... What do I want here? I think I want more white magic.
It's all coming together.
We'll go with Felix here. We'll raise up this.
Well, that worked out.
Raise his... Why not? We'll raise the authority up.
Well, that worked out.
It seems I've improved.
And let's go with this.
There's so much left to learn.
We'll set a new set of group tasks, actually, with Dudu and Sylvain. I want to get them into some cavalry classes, if available. This, Faith, and Brawling. And let's go with bow, flying, lance riding for now. And we should be good. Begin lectures.
I have a question. What a wonderful idea!
Professor.
No. Yuri's birthday. We'll do a tea party. Let's see.
You asked me here for a reason, yeah? Well, at the very least, this should be interesting. Thanks.
Okay.
Tasty. Got it.
Exploring monasteries. Capable comrades.
Got it.
Gifts you'd like to receive.
Cool. Thanks for the treat, friend. Let's do this again sometime, yeah?
Alright.
Let's be quick about this.
Right. We will make this quick.
We got through that without trouble.
And we'll go into battle. I want to do clearing the way. With this, we should be able to get everyone up to level 10.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You have my gratitude.
Thanks.
And we will continue this in the next video. Stay tuned. And be sure to subscribe. Goodbye.